Hello everyone, and thank you for being here to watch my presentation. My name is Iatropoulou A, and I'm a student of the Physical Education and Sports Science School at Thessaloniki. I will present you my research about the comparison of the temporal parameters, side-out and counter-attack complexes between the Women's Olympics finals from 2004 to 2016. At this point, I would also like to thank my teacher and co-writer of this presentation, Mr. Giatsis G, for his help in this research. So no wasting any more time, let's start with our presentation. A few words about the history of beach volleyball. Beach volleyball is a sport that most likely originated in 1915 on Waikiki Beach in Hawaii. 5 years later, California was the region that planted the seed for the sport's development. Professionally, the sport was established in 1970, again in California. The game gained a great resonance in America and Brazil, and a smaller one in Europe. The first International Federation Nationale de Volleyball tournament was held in 1987 in Ipanema Beach, Brazil. In Olympics, the beach volleyball becomes an official sport at Atlanta in 1996. In 2001, there were some major changes in beach volleyball rules. The Federation Internationale de Volleyball proceeded in some changes in order to increase the ratings, the number of sponsorships, and the spectators in the tournaments. The most important was the reduction of size of the court to 16 meters by 8 meters. Also, there was the introduction of the rally point system, which is a system that assigns a point to whichever team wins a rally. In previous studies, Mr. Giatsis G compared the time characteristics of work and rest in Greek men's beach volleyball tournament in 8 by 8 meters and after the change of the regulations in 9 by 9 meter counts. They found a significant difference at work after the change of the count dimensions and additionally significant difference at end work. But no significant difference was found in net rest. So when it comes to the temporal characteristic of the Rio Olympic men's final, Mr. Giatsis and his associates found that work was 7.6 seconds and rest was 26.2 seconds, giving a ratio 3.5, with work being 3.5 seconds less than rest. In this study, work was defined as the time from the player starts the approach for the service until the time the ball falls down, and rest was defined in this study as the time from the ball touches the sand till the time of the player starts the approach for the service. Also, the ratio of net rest and rest work was 3. So we can see that in all studies, work is importantly smaller than rest. So what's the aim of our study? The aim of our study was to find the duration of work and rest between the phases of the match, and also the distribution of side-out and counter-attacks in women's beach volleyball Olympic finals from 2004 to 2016. Our hypothesis is that there will be a significant difference between work and rest during the game played by the teams, and also there will be a significant difference between the two complexes of side-out and counter-attacks in women's beach volleyball Olympic finals from 2004 to 2016. The intra-rater and inter-rater was almost perfect. These terms inform how accurate the two raters were at completing this test repeatedly on the same game. Also, the SPCS 25 statistical package was used to analyze and process the data. The one-way ANOVA analysis was used to determine significant differences between the 4 games, and the chi-square test in order to find if there is any association between the frequency of aces and serve errors, side-outs and counter-attacks between the games. Overall, a total of 296 phases were analyzed from 4 finals with an average duration of each game of 41 minutes. In this study, work indicates the time from the moment the serving player throws the ball into the air to the time the ball touches the sand to the end of the rally. Rest reports the time from the end of the previous rally to the start of the next service. End work and end rest is work and rest without the aces and miss serves. So, what work rest means we will see that better in the video that follows. So here we can see the start of the rally. Work starts from when the player throws the ball to the air and ends to the time the ball touches the sand to end of the rally. Then rest reports the time from the end of the previous rally to the start of the next one. Each rally is measured based on the number of attacks and counterattacks between the teams in a racing episode. An attack that passes the net equals rally 1. Similarly to each new counterattack, the number increases. So here we can see that better. So we start with the side out, which is rally 1. Here we can see rally 1. Now the rally continues, so we have 2, third, we have the fourth attack, here we have the fifth, the sixth attack here, and the last one, which ends the point, the seventh one. So here we can see that side out was the only one, and counterattack can go to 7, 8, and more rallies. The weather played an important role in attack in all games. We can see in 2004, 2008, 2012, and 2016 there are different weather conditions, from air temperature to airspeed, humidity, weather, and sand. In 2004 the weather was sunny, in 2008 they had still air, in 2012 the air was really weak wind, and 2016 the humidity was 82%. What we found in the Women Olympic Finals from 2004-2006, work mean was 6.6 seconds. Rest mean was 26.5. So rest is 4 times bigger than work. Differences found in work, but no differences were found in rest between the 4 games. Also, net work mean was 7.2 seconds and net rest mean was 20.3 seconds. So net rest was almost 3 times bigger than network. No differences found in network, but differences here were found in net rest in the 4 finals. Here we can see that the number of rallies are with side out almost 60% of the rallies. Only the counterattack 1 was 22%, and the others follow with a really smaller percent. So we can see that side out plays a really important role with 60% of the rallies. A chi-square test of independence showed that there were no significant association between the frequency of aces and serve errors with side outs and counterattacks between the games. So there is no association between them and the findings that we see. So what all these things mean? Overall, mean that the coaches and the athletes in the most important level, the Olympics beach volleyball level, should take into consideration the smaller proportion rate of end rest and end work and adapt the distribution of side outs 60% and counterattacks 27% in order to maximize their performance. Also, we said that there are different conditions that might exist in the beach volleyball game, such as wind speed, temperature, and humidity. Also, kind of sand. Silica is used especially in beach volleyball, and top level games can differ the time of work rest. Therefore, the team should be properly prepared in order to manage with longer time duration of the game phases. Finally, I suggest this study to be effectuated in more women's beach volleyball games in order to be a more representative sample for safer results. At this point, I will say that an important reason for work and rest might be also that the winners in 2004, 2008, and 2012 were Miss May Trainor and Ken Watts. So this played also an important role in work and rest between they had a specific style of game, and that can play an important reason in the duration of the game and the style of the game. And last, Ludwig and Walkerhorn were the winner of 2016 Rio Olympics. Thank you all. Thank you all for listening to my presentation, and now I will answer to any questions that might exist. Thank you.